Hello, my beauties. Hello, my darlings. How are you doing? How do you feel? What are you feeling today? As always, I'm feeling fantastic. I'm feeling perfect. I'm feeling beautiful. I'm feeling gorgeous. I'm feeling just wonderful. All right. So, and I hope you're feeling wonderful, even if you have one of those days, because we all have one of those days. Please still show up, even if you're having one of those days where you don't feel like actually doing whatever is supposed to be done, like today. Please show up. When you show up, when you take action, your mind has no other option but to show up, but to do whatever it is that's supposed to be done. All right. So it's a pleasure, always a pleasure to be here. It's always an honor to be able to be here with you. So thank you very much for giving me this chance, for giving this opportunity to be able to speak my mind, because I talk too much. I know that. I love talking. So yeah. So thank you so very much. So today, what are we talking about? We are talking about visualization, using our imagination. Our imagination is the highest faculty, one of the highest faculties, and it's a very, very useful tool when it comes to using the law of attraction, when it comes to making the law of attraction work for you, when it comes to manifestation. It's a very, very powerful tool. And when you can be able to see it perfectly, when can you be able to paint that picture in your mind and see it clearly, then manifesting it or attracting to yourself becomes the next step. So as long as you can see it there, see it here, see it here, like in the spiritual realm, because I mean we all are spiritual beings having a human experience. We are not human having spiritual experience. No, we are human. We are spirituals having a human experience, and that's why we can call things in the fourth dimension. I heard there's a fifth dimension or seventh dimension, calling things from the universe, things that do not even exist, but you call them forth into your life. We can be able to do that because we are spiritual beings, and that's why changing our lives, it can be as easy as the minute you understand what it takes to change your life. You can be living your life complaining upon complaining, but when now you understand this concept, you will never complain one day in your life, because there's no point. There's no need to complain. As long as you don't like something, you can be able to change whatever it is that you can change. What you cannot change, what you cannot take control of, you just let go. So that's how powerful we as human beings are. We are created by a powerful power, and the same power that created us is available to us. In fact, it is within us. That's why it's so easy to call things that are non-existent into existence. All right, call things from the fourth dimension, call things from the fifth dimension. If we have 10 dimension, that's also okay. If we have 20th dimension, that's still awesome, because we want to manifest, and we want to manifest much faster. So I mean, even if you don't understand this concept, you can still manifest. You don't have to understand this concept for you to manifest, because we are good manifestors. As I said yesterday, we are perfect. We are really good when it comes to manifestation. And this was said by one and only Bob Proctor. He said, we are manifesting every single second. In fact, we are very, very good when it comes to manifestation. So you don't have to understand this concept of visualization, which we use actually. We use our imagination. Only that. Especially when we were kids, we could imagine things and we could just flow, because we had no fear and we had no scarcity. We did not know that at some point we don't have resources. We did not know that. We just went with the flow. And that's why, for those who are Christians, the Bible says, have the faith of a kid. When you don't overanalyze, when you don't overthink, when you don't use your logical mind, because kids don't use logic. Kids just want whatever they want. They can fly. They think about flying. They think about that, because they have no fear. As adults, as we became adults, then we were bombarded by society. Society expects that of us. Then, I don't know, this is lacking. Then we have these wars. Then we have just a million things, and so from there we view our world from those filters, from the filters of diseases, from the filters of wars, from the filters of our society, from the filters of lack, from just so many filters, and add social media on top of it, and you go crazy. Okay, but when you can be able to have that faith of a child, or in simple terms, unwavering faith, that you can be able to get whatever it is that you want, because this power is available to you. The same power that created me is available to me. The minute you understand that, life becomes so much easier. Okay, simply said than done. Totally understand that. Totally, 100% understand that. Because everything is like a muscle. You have to train everything. Now, you have been living your life with the emotions of life. Like, if the world is like this, you focus on that. If the world is like this, you focus on that. If the world says things are difficult, then you think and you imagine and you feel that things are actually difficult. So that's how you've been living your life. But now you can live your life in your own terms. Now, when you understand that and you train yourself for that, you train your thoughts, you train your mind, you train your heart, you train your everything, then step by step, you become that person. Everything is trainable. Everything is achievable. Everything is, as Marifold said, is figurable. Like, you can figure out something. You can always figure out something. Anyway, we were not talking about that. That's actually out of the concept, but you know me, I always over deliver. So back to visualization. And what is visualization? It's simple. It's holding, it's seeing, it's painting a picture of what you want in your mind perfectly. Like, you see it, you sense it, you feel it, you taste it, you smell it, you feel it, you touch it, you see it perfectly. You paint that picture in the spiritual realm, and then you call it forth. That's what faith is all about. But most of the time we don't use our imagination, because we have been told not to use our imagination, because we have been told that's just fantasy. The highest, either the biggest or the highest, or majority of the successful people are known to fantasize. Because when you fantasize, you're using all your five senses and your other higher faculties, and you have no limitation. When you're fantasizing on your goal, of course, because we can fantasize on so many things anyway, so many things. We are known to fantasize for so many things. But when you're fantasizing about your life, and by this I mean your lifestyle, what kind of lifestyle do you want? Because you can focus on one thing: a car, a lover, a partner, a business, I don't know what. But you can use this concept for the lifestyle that you want. That car will give you what lifestyle? That business will give you what lifestyle? That relationship will give you what lifestyle? That amount of money in your bank account will give you what lifestyle? So you can focus on lifestyle, the kind of lifestyle that you want. Where are you? Who are you with? Where do you live? What do you do in the morning? What do you do in the afternoon? What do you do in the evening? Where do you stay? What type of car are you driving? So you can use that concept to create the lifestyle that you want. And so when you can paint that picture, when you can see it, when you can taste it, when you can smell it, when you can touch it, then you're using all your emotions, all your, not emotions, but all your senses. And when you use all your senses, this mind, the conscious mind, then cannot interfere, because you're beyond the conscious level. You're beyond this, only these five senses. You're beyond that, and you're using now your higher faculties. You're using the five senses. You're using the five senses, and you're also using the higher faculties, which is the imagination. Okay? Now, when you're able to combine those two forces, then your conscious mind has no way of interfering, and your subconscious mind, it is your emotional mind. Your emotional mind just accepts. But here's a trick. Here is where most of you fail, including myself. We do it once and we let it go, and that's it. Remember, our minds run on a program. Like, we are program based, our subconscious mind, that is. So already there's a program that is existing, and especially if it's not a program that you like. So if you're changing that program, if this is the kind of lifestyle that you want, but you're living a different type of lifestyle, then your program will fight this new image that you're creating. All right, that's why you have to do it consistently. Set your time, like in the morning and in the evening. In the morning when you wake up, if you're rushing to work, you can wake up at least 30 minutes earlier and be able to do this visualization, because it's your life. Really, it's your life. Do you want to still be on the treadmill going nowhere, or you want to create a lifestyle that gives you time and freedom to do exactly what you want, to spend time with your kids, or just to spend time with yourself, to travel if you want to travel? Is that the kind of lifestyle you want, to be on the treadmill, or you want a good life? So if that's the case, then wake up at least 30 minutes earlier and just do this process. And then 30 minutes before you sleep, visualize it, imagine it, feel it. And before you know it, you're moving closer to achieving your dreams. You're moving closer to achieving your goal. Okay, enough said about this. I think I've talked too much. So we can do a small, what do I even want to say? I don't know. We can do this. We can use that concept to bring it forth, whatever we want to do. So we can take like a few minutes to actually visualize it, whatever it is you want. But you have to be clear what you want. Whenever you do such a training or such a meditation, actually it's a meditation, whenever you're doing such a meditation, when your mind is full of clutter, then really you're enhancing more of the clutter to happen. Because as I said, we are energy, and whatever you're focusing on is exactly what expands. So if your mind is full of clutter, then you're speeding up more clutter in your mind. So you have to be very, very specific on what you want. So when you want to do this process, you must calm down your mind, because your mind is full of so much activities going on, so much. And so you need to calm down your mind, and you can do this via breathing. Calm down your mind. I did not say stop thinking, because it's almost close to impossible unless you're a monk. I don't do that because I'm not a monk. So sometimes thoughts do come. Just don't pay attention to the thoughts. The thoughts will come. Don't pay attention to the thoughts. Just let them slide through. Let them come and go. Let them come and go. Just the main important thing is just to calm your mind, to be able to focus on painting this beautiful picture of the life that you want. All right? And so you can breathe in. You can close your eyes if you want, or you can just stare at something. You focus on something. You can focus on something, or you can just close your eyes and just breathe in and breathe out. You can do it 3 times, you can do it 4 times, you can do it 5 times, you can do it 10 times. It's up to you. The longer it takes to calm your mind, you can do it as many times as you want. So it's really up to you. There's no right or wrong way of doing anything. So it's up to you, whichever feels much better for you. Because assuming you're coming from outside and that your day was full of activities, you don't expect to calm your mind in 2 breaths. You may have to take 5, you may have to take 10 to calm down your mind, And so you do what feels good for you. At the end of the day, do what feels good for you. Don't do what everybody else is telling you. What does it feel for you? Do that. All right. So you can close your eyes if you want, and you can just breathe in and out, and in and out. And at this point, again, you can breathe as many times as you want. It doesn't cost nothing. You can just breathe in as much as you want. And at this point, you can paint the picture that you want, the kind of lifestyle that you want. If you choose to focus on one thing at a time, awesome, that's amazing. If you choose to focus on the money that you are calling in, if you choose to focus on health, if you choose to focus on love, if you choose to focus on what else, business, whatever the case, whatever you want to focus on, just focus on it. If you want to focus on the kind of lifestyle that you want, just focus on the lifestyle. But for this case, I'm going to talk about lifestyle. And so just paint a picture. In the morning when you wake up, what do you love doing in the morning? What would you love to do every morning when you wake up, other than running into the jam? Okay. So we are painting the life that we want. So traffic jam is not one of that. It's not. So when you wake up in the morning, what would you love to do? Would you love to make your coffee without rush? Would you like to sit down and just meditate? Would you like to sit down and just journal? I love journaling. Would you love to sit down in your garden and just enjoy nature? Or would you love to go to the gym? Or would you love to read a book? What does that feel? What does it feel to do that morning routine? And so if you have a specific amount of money that you want to call in, what does that feel to have that money in your account or to have it in cash? What does that feel like? And what do you want to use this money for? Is it buying a house? Is it buying a car? Or just for savings? Or is it for investment? How does it feel to have this money? And how does it feel to actually do that thing that you want to do with your money? How does it feel to buy that house? How does it feel to invest in that investment that you've been thinking about? How does it feel? Just feel how it feels to be able to use that money for the good cause. Feel it. Smell it. Smile if you have to, because I'm always smiling. Smile. Laugh. Most of the time I laugh, actually. So don't be surprised if I start laughing. Feel how it feels. And when I get emotionally involved in everything that I'm feeling, I shed tears. So you have the freedom to shed tears. I also do. I can shed tears if I want. So just feel how it feels to finally accomplish that goal you have been putting on hold for that long. Feel what it feels. If you want to scream because you're so joyful, you can scream. When I first got my visa to a country I was going to, I screamed, I shouted, I screamed, I cried, I knelt down, I prayed, I did all manner of things. So if you want to do all those manner of things, just do it. Okay. So now for that relationship that you've really been thinking about, you've been praying for, you've been eyeing, finally you get to get into that relationship. How does it feel to have an evening walk with the love of your life? Oh my goodness, this is juicy. How does it feel to have a meal together with that person? How does it feel? You've been wanting to take your kids to that school, and finally you get to take your kids to that school. Finally you get to enroll them into that school. How does it really feel? Are you proud? I bet you are. I bet you are. I'm almost shedding tears anyway, because I got really emotionally involved in whatever it is that I'm doing, and so I'm almost shedding tears, but I promise I'm not going to. Anyway. So you've been really fighting to have a healthy body, and it's been a real struggle, and finally you get to be healthy. You get to eat that thing you have been always wanting to eat. You get to walk. You get to enjoy time in the gym. You get to enjoy time in the beach. You just get to enjoy the things you have not been enjoying because of a healthy issue. How does it feel? I bet. Awesome. Whatever the goal is, just feel it. Take your time. Don't be in a rush. We are used to be in rush for everything. Just don't be in a rush and just do this process. Just do this process. Oh, finally driving that car. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. When I first did my driving school, my driving lessons, I felt like heaven has just come down. It felt that good. It was really good. And actually I did not even strain, I did not even struggle, because I had done this concept before. I had visualized myself driving. I had seen the whole picture of me driving. And so when I got to start on that steering wheel, it was just a little bit easy. It was not complicated. It was not hard for me, and I actually started driving with with manual, and it was not complicated. But when I started, it was going everywhere. After that, I got used to, and I did not panic actually, because I had done this process. Remember, your subconscious mind does not differentiate something that is imagined and something that is real. It never does. So just feel the feeling and have absolute faith that the picture you're painting right now is on its way to you. Have absolute faith, and have absolute belief that you deserve of that lifestyle. You deserve to achieve that goal. You are worthy of your goals. You're worthy of whatever it is that you're calling for. Just have absolute faith that it's coming to you, and have absolute belief that you're worthy of whatever it is that you're calling for. And so when I got to sat on, to sit, when I got to sit on the driver's side and just drive, it was such an experience, to say the least. So just feel the feeling. So finally you got to drive your car, and you can actually do this. You can actually, how it does, I don't know. You can actually do whatever. You do the actions, like get involved in it. Get involved with your hands, get involved with your smiling. Just get involved. Whatever the driving you need to do, maybe you need to do like this, maybe you need to do like this. I don't know what you need to do, just do whatever you need to do. Like that lover, maybe you can imagine just kissing. Just get involved. Get every sense of your body involved in this. And finally, that child get to be in line. You have been fighting for this. You've been praying for this. You've been really wanting that child to get in line, and finally the child is in line. And finally the child is your best friend. How does that even feel? So whatever it feels, just feel it and get massively involved in it, and do this over and over again. Don't stop now. Just continue doing it until it feels easy to do it, until it feels right to do it, until it feels, yeah, exactly, this is what I want to do. Just do it. All right. And so I will end this here, and as always, please subscribe, please like, please comment, please share, please whatever you need to do, just do. Okay, just share this video with somebody who really needs this, especially somebody who has been struggling with the law of attraction. This is it. Like, when you understand this concept, when you understand the visualization and the law of vibration, actually go to, okay, I'll put a link here anyway. So check that video on the law of vibration, the law of attraction, manifestation, and now this visualization. When you have those four key things, you cannot fail. You cannot fail. So this far I've come anyway. I've come this far because of those few concepts, and if I knew them earlier on, I would be so far. So don't waste more of your life. Don't waste more of your time doing the same old thing that you don't even like. Do what you like. Okay, so just go ahead and do it. It's amazing. It's amazing. So I wish all the best, and I'm looking forward to your feedback. I'm looking forward to your success stories. I'm always excited anyway. I'm excited to hear your stories, and I do look forward. So share this video, comment, share, subscribe, whatever you need to do, just do, but make sure it is going up to at least 10 people. Share to at least 10 people, another person share to at least 10 people. Before you know it, we are at 1 million, which is my target, to reach 1 million with this information. Because if I had this information 10 years ago, I'll be so far. Anyway, that's beside the topic, but do this. Share it. Share. And let me know what your aha moments are. Just comment with your aha moments. Let me know what your biggest takeaway is. Let me know your success stories. Let me know your testimonials. Share your testimonials, because they help other people to actually believe that it works. Adios. Thank you.